Hello, friends. Welcome, welcome in. Just adjusting my audio. Think we're good now. How is everyone doing? Happy Friday. It's so good to be back. Hope everyone has had a good week so far. It feels like forever since our Monday stream, but had really good days off. Feeling honestly awesome. Been doing really good, taking care of my mental and physical health, which is starting to pay off, I think. Starting to feel it. Good vibes. Yeah, missed you yesterday. So we're switching up the schedule a bit, Wilson, as we decided to take out Thursdays. And then what I did yesterday is I filmed a little bit of content for YouTube. So I'm sure when Sammy comes home today after work, he'll start editing that. Shouldn't take too long, and then we'll have some new content over there. Different from Twitch entirely, and I'm so excited. That means weed and Animal Crossing. A touch, yes, a touch, let's be honest. Hello, Alerde. Okay, I'm gonna scroll on up and welcome everyone in. Hi, Bonk, so good to see you, and also pumped that you're gonna be around this weekend. I know maybe things aren't the best on your side, but I'm excited to have you around on stream. We had a follow first thing from Freddie Lachance. Welcome in, Freddie. Hi to Cookie. Hope your Friday is doing well. Makes the week go by really fast when I don't stream on Thursdays. We got Sammy with us. He's just folding boxes and watching. Wilson, hope you're doing good. Same with Paloozer. Paloozer needs a break from coloring. The hand is locking up. Yeah, right here. The little meaty part of your thumb. Nike, how was your week been? Hello, Farby. Yeah, hi from Denmark. Hello from Canada. White Dove, so good to see you. Did you see my post in Discord, White Dove? The cannoli molds came in yesterday. Pumped. Okay, and then one other thing really quick that I got an email from YouTube, what was it, yesterday? Is we can now, so this is gonna be fun. I am gonna allow your input as well. We now have the opportunity to film our very own ad. Think of like the sponsored scenes that you sometimes see on YouTube. So we can film our own ad and determine where we want it to go on YouTube to get more viewers that way. So I'm super excited. If you guys think of anything funny that we should film for the said ad or just any great ideas, let us know. Yeah. I just got the email yesterday, Bonk. At first I thought it was like, oh shoot, like we can start making money off of ads on the videos, but no. It's we can make our own ad and then like tailor it by taking it. Obviously we'll center it around the food part of YouTube, and then maybe more people will find us that way. So cool. I'm excited. I'm doing really good, Farby. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I got grocery delivery this morning. The guy who dropped off was so nice. Ended up getting like great chats with him as he used to work in restaurants as well. And then he ended up, like one of his good friends is one of my past culinary instructors. So I was like, that's funny. Hi, Vune, how are you doing? Okay, so back to cooking today. Only 3 days of cooking now for streaming during the week. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's gonna be a delicious one today. And I'm also happy to report that it is such a nice day out. Kind of holding on to the last bit of summer because with the clear weather last night, as we had no clouds and the moon being out, it was very frosty and chilly this morning. Just holding on to summer, guys. That's why we're making a burrito bowl today. And yeah, I'm all alone here right now. Is my brother, Finn, and Astra, they're going somewhere out into the country to pick up some truck parts. So it's just me. Don't even have a doggo with us. You get so exhausted in the evenings because of a new routine you have, but you're doing great. Well, that's good. Make sure that your routines are also taking care of yourself at the same time. Don't forget to put some self-care items in there. But sometimes being busy is good. Imagine the ad running across like a Bon Appetit or Babish, right? Right, Paloozer? I'm pumped. I'm so pumped. I was like, yes, now I get to be the annoying person in the ad. Perfect. Whoa, Cookie, speaking of burritos, Chipotle now offers smoked brisket, apparently. Huh. I don't know if we have a Chipotle here. I think the Canadian version of that is mostly mucho burrito. Yes, Vyun. Plans for tonight, smoking up and watching all of the anime. Ad idea. Hi, Mix Scuttlebutt. Kate reads a cookbook to a circle of chefs high on mushrooms. Yes. Yes. For sure, Vyun. That's such a good way to start the weekend. I think we might do a little bit of gaming later tonight, too. Sammy got all of the stream set up. We got the proper mic even. So same one that I use out here, we got it set up inside so we can play games and everything will sound good. Yeah, if you choose smaller channels, you'll probably get more views, what Cookie is saying. Right. Critical Eats Japan is from Canada and he lives in Japan? Okay, sweet. Awesome, guys. Yeah, I'm pumped. All good things happening right now. And then one other thing coming up, a big collab is on Monday. Not doing a menu planning stream. I'm gonna be over at my culinary school at Nate and I will be cooking over on their channel. I'll do a host up so it's not like weird. So it seems like I'm not on. I will be on. Just over at Ernest Cooking though, instead. So super excited and we're gonna make a very traditional French dish, tartiflette. I think he's from Halifax. Yeah, Ernest's Cooking. Ernest's Cooking. Oh, and I also wanted to ask, just for anyone, Vyun, you use Instagram and Nike uses Instagram. So have your ability to post onto your story, has that been taken away? Because mine has, and it's super annoying. Super, super annoying. It's like I want to go share the post from Ernest, but I can't even share it to my story anymore. It's something that they started rolling out, Vyun, and it's actually the worst. They only took it away from certain users on Instagram. I'm like, why would you take that from me? I'm the smallest creator ever. So that's annoying. It's okay, Nike. I just thought I would ask. Yeah, you still have it. I was like, that's not even fair. Like, that is making my life hard. But anywho, thanks for the input on that. All right, let's get into cooking, friendos. So, pulled chicken burrito bowl today. The chicken is going to be, let's say, like slowly smoked for what? Maybe we'll do low and slow for about an hour in there till we can pull the chicken off of the bones. And then we're gonna mix it with like a tomato chipotle sort of base to make it delicious and smoky and a little bit spicy. And then while the chicken is cooking, we'll make up some corn and black bean salsa. Guacamole. I think our avos are nice enough. I just got them today, so I was like very worried. They're green. They're green but soft. So we might be able to sneak a couple of those out to make some delish guacamole. Fresh tomato salsa, Pico De Gallo, sour cream. We will boil up some rice and then just a little bit of shredded lettuce to bulk it out. And I mean, with all of those different toppings and the sour cream, I don't think we'll really need any other sauces or dressings, right? You know what time it's gonna be on Monday? I do, Vyun. It's going to, I mean, on their end, I believe we're starting at 2:30 p.m. my time, so 2:30 p.m. Mountain, and it'll only be about a 2-hour stream, so really quick, honestly. So what, 1:30 Pacific? Yeah, we're making the salsa, Pico from scratch. We're making the guac from scratch. All of the above, Nike. Spreading the deliciousness. 1738. I'm like, hey, what's up? Hello. Don't get me started. I'm full of energy. Whoa. Okay. Cutest little feather just now on the cutting board that I just washed today. Okay, so that is our menu, and then here are the recipes that we used for inspiration as well. I know I already started. Sorry, Paloozer. Okay, I'm gonna write down all the things that we gotta make. So chicken is first, right? And then really the only other thing we're cooking is we have to cook the corn for the salsa. It's kind of weird if you use raw corn, I will be honest. It stays a bit starchy. So chicken we cook, the corn we cook, and then the rice we just simply boil on the stovetop. So there's really only 3 things being cooked for this. Thanks, Bune. Yeah, I'm going back to culinary school. But I think I'll just, so we were talking, I had a meeting with them last week. We talked about me wearing all the chef's whites, but honestly, I'll probably just roll in with my usual t-shirt and pants self and my apron, because I think that's what I'm most comfortable in. Unless you guys really want me to wear all the chef's whites just for hilarity, you let me know. Okay, so chicken, I believe we just have chicken pieces is what we got because Sammy found them on sale. So we'll rub the chicken first. Let's make like a kind of Tex-Mex sort of rub. Cumin in there, maybe a bit of coriander, paprika, all that yummy stuff, some garlic. Ooh, fresca sounds very refreshing, Nike, I'm in. You would love to see the chef's whites? I don't think we can wear a dinosaur outfit just for risk of fire, as I will be cooking with gas. So yeah, nothing too crazy. Could do a photo shoot for promo pics too while we're wearing it. Yeah, I mean, this is just the beginning. We've also talked about me coming to like judge competitions that they have at Nade and stuff like that. I was like, oh, are you sure about that? I'm pretty honest. That's right, Vian. Sorry, I just had to get that out. I have way too much energy. And that's wonderful. Okay, so we'll rub the chicken and then we're gonna smoke it in the Traeger. You don't have to do this, just I think it'll taste really nice with that touch of smoke from the Traeger. We will also get smoke, so if you don't have a smoker, Chipotles have a very nice smoky flavor because they are smoked jalapenos. So that's another way that you can add a little bit of smoky flavor in there. I'm gonna do temp-wise on the chicken. Why don't I do 300F? Not too high, not too low. And then, like I said, maybe that'll take about 45 minutes to an hour. I think we'll check it at the half an hour mark just to make sure that it is not drying out and cooking too quick. Yeah, in the end, you should wear what you're comfortable in. Casual is more on brand. Cash. Hilarious, Vian. Okay, that's it for the chicken, and then we'll pull it. And then mix it with our tomato and chipotle. I'll just kind of let that go for a little bit longer so that the chicken absorbs some of the chipotle flavor. And then, like I said, we gotta roast the corn. And then boil the rice. And then all of our other easy condiments. We have Pico De Gallo. Fresh tomato salsa, super simple. Our black bean salsa. I'm just using canned black beans today. Those were on sale as well. And then our guacamole. Let's not forget the cheese. We'll shred some cheddar and then just some lettuce to bulk it out. I literally had taco salad yesterday for lunch from what Sam brought home, except it was beef, so this is gonna be funny. Having it again, just chicken. Cook with casual, Kate. Too good. Okay, so that's all this stuff, and then one thing we don't really have to prep is sour cream. And then one little pro tip before we start, good way to infuse the sour cream or kind of up the ante with it. Mix some of the sauce from the can of Chipotles into the sour cream, and then you got a Chipotle crema. So nom. Yeah, is Sammy making food for the 10,000 kids today? I think today was only like 300 and some. But yeah, they're making food for the kids today. Or he's like packaging it up. Let's say right now he's not currently cooking in the kitchen. He's just the one doing the packaging and stuff like that. But I know that they have some stuff coming up there with Sam is I think they're gonna start a barbecue program. Okay, I'm gonna go grab the chicken, grab a few items we need for the rub so we can get that cooking, and then away we go. Away we go. Crazy to think, what, is this the second last week of September? Yeah, second last week of September already. Holy heck. Time flies when you're having fun. Cumin. What else? Coriander. Do you want a little bit of poultry rub? Maybe. That's always good. Let's do paprika. For color, I'll grab some granulated garlic. That'll be yummies. I think that's a good start for the chicken rub. Poultry rub, garlic, paprika, coriander, cumin. That'll have a nice little Tex-Mex flavor. Just gotta add some salt and pepper for seasoning. Let's grab our chicken. A pre-cut chicken. I'm in. I got some oil out there to help the rub stick. I think we're good. And let's just roast the chicken in a Lloyd pan. Actually feels so good to be cooking again. It's been forever. There we go. So there's our chicken. It's a whole chicken. What does this label say? Whole cut up frying chicken. So it looks like we got the breast, a couple of back pieces, and some leg pieces. So it's not a whole chicken that we're gonna be cooking, so I think it'll go quicker. So we'll unpackage that and get it in the Lloyd pan, and then we'll mix up a little rub together. Boom, boom, boom. And away we go. I even vacuumed out the Traeger this morning and got it all cleaned up. Feels good. Loser. I've been stoned since August, so I don't really know anymore. Did I do this to the camera? Is that why it's sideways? There we go. Free running, yeah. Parkour. Raised on family farms, no antibiotics. Gotta love that. And I mean, so just for price point, this is actually pretty expensive. Because if we get chicken from Costco, the halal one that we get, a 3-pack, I think a 3-pack is just under $30 for 3 chickens. So a little, couple more bucks, right? Just for them to cut it up for us. I am going to transfer this over just with some tongs so I don't get any cross-contamination right off the bat. And then we can also see what we're working with. Cutest! This is so cute! Little chicken breast there? What even is that piece? A wing that we can pull? That might just be for snacking, if we're being honest here. Chicken wings. The drums. We got like thigh/back. Such a weird way to break up a chicken. And then these pieces is like breast and back. Bam. Good to go. Let's hang on to these tongs. And I pop them in this side. Just right there. Get rid of that. And now, let's mix up some rub. I'm just gonna get a container. That one is a bit fine. Just for shaking. Mix up the rub in there, our little Cambro. Think you know but you're not sure. Ian, what is cross-contamination? Why is it bad if everything is getting cooked anyway? So cross-contamination is like, mostly I just think about it when I'm using raw poultry. You don't have to think about it too much with the other meats. Like, obviously you don't want to just be putting raw meat everywhere, but chicken is one of the worst ones, let's say. So if we touch this raw with my hands, all I have is like a soapy water for washing my hands, view, and it's not necessarily like a disinfectant. So let's say if I touch the chicken first with my hands and just rinsed it in the water there, that water would no longer be clean at all, and I would be dipping my hands in and out while making the rest of this stuff. So if you forget, and then we're prepping raw ingredients at the same time, that's how you can really make somebody sick. Yeah, it's hands. It's just touching something raw meat, especially poultry, and then maybe not washing up properly after. Hi Titan, how are you? And hello to Flower. I know, right? They just want to make us buy the chicken back so they can charge us more. You're welcome. Salmonella Sandy, or Sally. Salmonella Sandy also works. I'm doing really good, Titan. I'm honestly full of energy. Feeling great so far this week. Yeah, you should notice these little things, right? I mean, obviously you can't be that terrible with it, Vune, if you've never made yourself sick before. But still. Okay, so I think to have the most even seasoning with this, I'm actually gonna leave the salt and pepper out of the herbs flavorings, and we're just gonna do salt and pepper right now, sprinkled over top. Yeah, is my burrito ready? I'm hungry, Titan says. We're just getting started. The chicken is gonna take a good amount of time still. A couple hours still, Titan. Go make yourself busy and come back. Go check on your bees. Flour's been power grading. 2 hours. You gave 2 10 out of 10s. Hey, that's pretty generous. I'd be okay if you were my teacher, Flour. Okay, so nice sprinkling of salt. We can always add more salt later when we have pulled the chicken off of the bone. Some pep. And now, so first things first, just a touch of paprika. I'll just do a little sprinkling. We're gonna make spice art. And I'm only really making enough to cover this small amount of chicken. Yeah, exactly, Paloozer. Home cooks don't have to worry too much about it. But yeah, when you are cooking day in and day out in a restaurant and feeding like hundreds, if not thousands of people, you have to be conscious of that. Like, that can shut down an entire restaurant if you make people sick. Okay, next one, granulated garlics. Titan. Patience. Everything good takes time. Cumin next. We'll go pretty heavy with that one, I think. Yum. just a touch of coriander. So I'll be using lots of cilantro in some of the condiments today. So this is the seed from that. And then lastly, just cause, is some poultry spice blend. So it's usually like thyme, sage, some are savory, maybe a touch of marjoram. It's very strong in flavor, so just a little bit. Like maybe I'm just gonna do that with my finger. Just a little bit. And now, all I'm gonna do is put the lid on. Mix it up. Shake it up. CBD, how are you doing? My duder. Good to see you. Happy Friday. Okay, we're evenly mixed. Let's sprinkle. Smells so good. Yeah, happy Friday. And so because we already salted this, I guess I should actually properly show this. Hi, I haven't streamed in a bit. So because we already salted the chicken, as you can see, it's pulling out some moisture out, which is helping the rub stick. No problem. Okay, well that was like a perfect amount. Smells so good too. That's gonna be delicious. I'm just gonna put these tongs over by the Traeger. And then I suppose we could also turn that on and get it heating up. I said 300 degrees Fahrenheit. We're gonna cook the chicken at for about 45 minutes. Or until the meat is falling off the bone. Just killing time at work? Nice, yeah. Really nice even coating of our Tex-Mex rub on the chicken. I guess we could say maybe we went like Old El Paso sort of style for seasoning. And then once this goes into the Traeger, I'll set a ½ an hour timer so we can check it at that point. So I'm just gonna put this to the side as well. And then I think we could also cook the corn in the Traeger at the same time. So I have one whole corn on the cob, which I think is still okay from last week. And then corn season must be done, or this must have been on sale because this is what Sammy got for the rest of the corn for the salsa. But we're not gonna use all of this because it's quite a bit. Let's maybe take half of this bag out. Hi, Rose. Yeah, good evening. It's just past noon here, or it's 12:30 here. So yeah, good evening works just fine. Hope you've had a good week so far, Rose. So we got peaches and cream frozen corns, and then we also got a peaches and cream fresh corn. Did I say half of the bag? It's gonna make lots of salsa. Let's not go too crazy. That's lots, and that can go into the freezer. Package it up nice and tight. And then I'll go quickly grab that other corn on the cob. And then we have all this stuff prepped up for the oven. And you can just work on our salsas after that. Okay, hold tight. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'll bring all the herbs in and spices. If we need them later, we can bring them back out. freezer. Boom. Come on, corn. Okay, don't have like super high hopes for this little cob, but let's check it out. Oh no, we're good. We're good. If I were gonna walk downtown, get a nice salad for your reward for getting all your grading done. Yeah, you are a star. You deserve a gold star, Flower. So let's shuck this. Peaches and cream. Turn this a little bit more that way. It sounded like it was like raining on the roof above me, but I think it's just the sun heating up the tin. Yeah, be sure to take the time to grade the salad as well. You know it'll be A+. Where are you going to get the salad from? Okay, so take our knife here and being very gentle, right? We're going to cut the kernels off of the cob. We don't want to hit the metal with our knife blade, so go controlled and slow. Hey Happy Coffee Shop, it's really good. Sweet. And I found just over time, cutting the kernels off of the cob, the slower you go, the less mess you make too. Yeah, I literally had to kick the grocery delivery guy out of the area today because he was just talking so much. I was like, okay, I gotta let you go because I gotta finish setting up my stream. He's like, oh, okay. But I gave him a bunch of business cards and stuff, so hopefully he checks it out. Okay, so that's compost. Get that a lot there, Polizer? Hear the house creaking and stuff in the morning, sun on the backside. And yeah, in the evening when it starts to cool down again, all of the noises. Okay, so there's our corn. All we gotta do, why don't we oil this up a little bit so it doesn't dry out in the oven when we roast it. And just a touch of salt and pepper is all we need. We're still gonna be mixing it into the black bean salsa, so don't over season at this point. Just enough olive oil to coat. We'll do a sprinkle of salt. Yeah, maybe you'll be talking to everyone about me now. Well, he was telling me, Paloozer, about his experience working in the restaurant industry. He used to work somewhere, I forget what he said, education station or something, with like unreal equipment where they would do like 900 cans of tomatoes in a day during canning season, stuff like that. He's like, you would have totally loved it. I was like, okay. Because at first he saw all the like setup, right? The grills and everything. And I was like, oh yeah, like this is what I do. He's like, cool, this is what I used to do. Just the sweetest old guy. Wouldn't even let me carry the groceries. He brought like this 4-stack of bins. He's like, no, I got this. Just mixing this with a spatula instead of making my hands all oily. And then we'll spread it back out so we get nice even roasting. That's a lot of cannon, right? Fresh corn on the cob makes such a difference in the taste, flour. It does. Be interested to see how this turns out with like frozen and fresh. How do they like pluck the kernel off of the cob though so perfectly for the frozen corns? Like there's way less waste. How do they even do that? Okay, oven's at 237 Fahrenheit, so still got a little bit longer to wait. So we can just put this aside as well. Our corn is prepped up. I'm gonna say, so if we cook the corn at the same temperature as the chicken, 300 degrees Fahrenheit, what? It'll take about 20 minutes, let's say. 20 minutes or so. Remember canning parties with most of your dad's side of the family? All the kids helping prep veggies and stuff, grandma doing her thing, everyone chipping in. Yep. Canning what remained of the garden, totally. That's like such a thing to do in the fall. Preserve the season. Or save in the season, some people call it. Okay, so that's our corn. We're not gonna boil our rice until basically right before we plan to serve, right? Because I want the rice to be warm still when we're building our burrito bowl. The rice will be warm and the chicken will be warm. Everything else will be cold for this. So while we're waiting, I'm gonna shred the cheese first, as well as the lettuce, and get those both done. And then once the corn's in the oven, we can start making our 3 other salsas or toppings. Green tomato relish is the best thing to make with the leftovers of the garden. Yummy, flour. Like for actual unripe tomatoes, or is it a proper green tomato? Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab the cheese and the lettuce, maybe bring a few other things out with me. Can of black beans. Oh, wait. I just found some bell pepper. Do you want to roast some bell pepper with the corn? I think I'm going to. Cut up some bell pepper and roast it up. Get that out of the fridge. Okay, Traeger's ready. Brought out our can of black beans for our salsa. There's this. Our lettuce. A couple of limes that we'll need. And the cheese. Actual unripe tomatoes. Cool. And Lauren, how are you doing? Welcome in. Okay, I'm gonna quickly cut this up and put it with the corn on the sheet pan, because that'll add lots of nice color into the corn black bean salsa as well. So let's try and match it like pretty small. So So it all roasts at the same time too, like that. Yeah, a wild Lauren appears. Take out this little spongy bit. Go, go, go. The pepper butt. Nothing wrong with that. Boom. Just do this. Use my spatula. Transfer. I'm just gonna sprinkle it over top. We can mix this up halfway through the roasting stage if we feel like the pepper's not roasting nice without being dressed with anything. That's colorful. Let's go. Eating the rainbow today. And, okay, might as well just pop this over to the oven. It's hot and ready. Chicken's going in. And I'm gonna set a 15-minute timer for the corn. Thanks, Flower. Hope you have a wonderful lunch-a-roo. Thanks for hanging out with us for the first little bit. So good to talk to you. And have a wonderful weekend, too, if we don't see you. Okay, next one. The cheese is more delicate, so let's shred this up first. Just wipe my knife after cutting the pepper. This is just a mild cheddar. Very nice and creamy. Cut a chunk off. Something like that. Lauren, is your dad still there? Is your dad still visiting? Hello, Yawn Lions. How are you? How are you doing? He flew home yesterday. Well, I hope that you guys had a great visit together. You're doing pretty well. That's great to hear. It's good to see you. Okay, let's shred this tasty bit up. Go, go, go. And there's no measurement of cheese here, right? We know this. If you want some inspiration for what we're making today, we have 3 awesome recipes in the recipe command linked. They're all already in Discord as well. You can go view them at any time. Hi, Mish. Oh, you would. You would. Just drop A solid feta complaint into the box first thing. Thank you. Make sure my manager deals with that at the end of the month. Yeah, you measure cheese from the soul, Lauren. You'll whip the manager's butt? Whoa. Yeah, we're keeping the feta out of the Mexican food. I mean, if anything, it's probably more like a Tex-Mex, but still. Oh, also, Mish. So we have a fellow Canadian that has found us recently. Their username is Forby in chat, or Farby. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Another Canadian. Okay, so our shredded cheese, cross that off the list. Good to go. Lettuce next. Let's just wipe off our cloth. You think you talked to them before? Sweet, that's so awesome. That makes me happy. I said it right. Yes. Success. Okay, next one. I don't even think we'll shred all of this lettuce. Let's just pick a couple of leaves off of this head of romaine. It's just bulking up our burrito bowl. And we'll chop them, wash them up. Very nice lettuce, though. I will say that. There's a couple sad marks just because there's buggies that I think got in. That's why we always wash, though. That, and maybe this one last one. That'll be lots. It's always deceiving how this is before we chop it up. It's gonna grow in size. And then before we even start chopping, we just look for any parts on the lettuce that are discolored or that we wouldn't want to eat and just pick those off. That's okay. Sometimes around the top of the leaves. And then we'll layer all the leaves on top of each other as well. Put those two weird pieces together. Keep stacking. This one really needs some love over on this side. Yucks. Gotta go get the waifu. Okay, see you in a bit, Nike. Have a good drive, my duder. There we go. So we're all stacked up. The only thing I'm gonna grab before we start chopping is the salad spinner. I'll post it up right here. You can do an easy transfer. Spin it to win it. Okay, so we want to shred this pretty nice and thin, right? And we don't want it too long either, because I feel like that's weird when we go to eat it. Nola. Thighs, the best piece of chicken. No one can convince me different. I don't even think anyone in here is going to argue with that. You're right, Nola. We're using a whole chicken that was cut up today. Pre-cut. Mish, you got your bike looked at today. It can't be fixed, so the insurance will pay you money for a new one. I mean, the only crap part about that, I don't know about how your bike situation is over in Denmark, but currently in North America, there's like a massive shortage. So yeah, that sucks. Hopefully you find a bike quickly. Okay, so we're gonna cut, I think, three strips down here. One, or let's say two. Cut this twice. So you got like 1 to 2 inch lengths. And then all I'm gonna do is kind of fold this up this side so it fits our knife blade easier, and then just thinly shred it all the way along. There's a waiting list right now for up to 2 years. Whoa. Yeah, but you found a few places with some you'd be able to get. Well, I wish you luck, Mish. Because yeah, it's not fun being without your bike. Okay, so use a little bit of knife skills here and do nice thin shreds through our romaine. You could also use iceberg if you want. I like romaine because I feel like it has just a little bit more nutrients in it. And then I could also use it up for other things after if I don't use the whole head. So crunchy at the bottom, I love it. That's our compost as well. Iceberg is just glorified water. Don't say that to Vune. He'll get mad. He loves iceberg. All right. Pop this in the spinner, and then I'll just quickly go give it a rinse under cold water. Make sure there's no buggers. Oh my gosh, Paloozer. My brother stole the last bike I had, crashed it, and then traded it for drugs. I understand why you use his Amazon Prime then. I would do the same, Paloozer. Yeah, I don't really have an issue with iceberg either. Just if I have the choice, probably won't choose it. Iceberg is the working man's lettuce, yeah. Oh, Mish, it was also an e-bike, so even worse. Totally. Yeah, the demand for e-bikes right now is crazy. Okay, 4 minutes on the timer. I'm not even gonna mute. I'll just be right back. Whoa, it's colder inside the house than outside. I'm back. Torino, hello. Yeah, iceberg for the crunch, totally. It is really nice and crunchy. You're not wrong. Okay, now let's spin all the water out of here so we don't have a soggy burrito bowl later. Okay, Torino story. When I was a kid, my dad got drunk, rode my bike to the bar. On the way home, he wiped out. The cops found him at the bottom of a hill laughing and really drunk. They brought him home and Mom was not impressed. But you were, I'm sure. Yeah, Mish, were you drunk riding your bike to work that morning? Come on. Okay, look at all the water we just spun out. Gonna drain that and we'll spin it one more time. Everyone has an I almost died story, totally. And I mean, it's one thing to go ride your bike on the street and have to worry about cars running into you. And then it's also another thing if you're like Sam and myself and actually enjoy biking down mountains. It's really dangerous. Like always the backside of my mind is like, what if I get hurt and I can't work? It's so scary. Okay, awesome. That's all dried out. Just put in a little container for us. It's great for parties. You'll get thrown in the shower with ice cold water. Oh my gosh, Torino. Mom was not messing around. Nope. Tiniest cut on your arm, Mish, still needed stitches. Still can't stretch it all the way out. Yeah, don't get hurt. For sure. I mean, there's still a part on my leg, on my quad here, like right on this side where I fell really bad on my bike. And the bike like fell on me and yeah, my muscle doesn't grow back anymore. Hurt it that bad. So I just have this like weird indent in my muscle. It's like, I don't think that should happen. It's usually not a thing. Okay, timer's going off, so I'll just check while I'm over here. Just peeking on the corn. Okay, it's roasting along. The chicken smells amazing. Gonna do 5 more minutes on the corn and the peppers, and I think they'll be good. Our lettuce and cheese, both shredded. Checking that off. Okay, I brought the black beans out. Same with the limes. I will return with some of our other salsa ingredients. Tomato, onion, cilantro. What else? Anything else special for the corn salsa recipe? Corn, black beans. I'm leaving the tomato out. Onion, cilantro. Oh yeah, jalapeno I got. Lime, salt. Easy mode. BRB. Rolling right along here. Feels great. Red onion. Cilantro. Gonna bring some lemon out. Just in case we need some extra acid. Oh, yes! There was a sneaky lime in the lemon bag. Okay, we should be fine then. The only thing I don't like about getting the groceries delivered or having them shop for you is so much plastic. Ugh, like I understand why they do it, right? But PSA, just make sure that you're trying to do your part in recycling. Kame! Holy heck! Kame Boko, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub, resubscribing to the kitchen crew. 13 months already. Over the 1 year mark. Let's go. That's also an entry into the raffle for you this month. Okay, lemon and lime, pop over there. Look at those two sad limes. We have these, and then we have this one. I think it's all from the same package too. Red onion. One of the few times I actually get red onion. Super duper nice bunch of cilantro. And like most of these ingredients here kind of overlap through the different salsas. So that's why we're unpacking them all. To get your fresh herbs to last longer, always take the tie off of the bottom so that it doesn't get too moist and start rotting right away. Pop that up here. It is a little bit like I can feel gritty. So the cilantro feels a bit dirty. I think we'll make sure that we rinse a few leaves off. Holy! I was like, Sam, get 2 jalapenos just in case they're small. Biggest jalapenos ever. So I think we'll only be using one of those today. Maybe the whole one? We'll see how spicy it is. Three nice little tomatoes for our salsa. Oh, and one other update is I am quite sure that the wasp population no longer alive here anymore. Haven't seen them in days, and I think with the frost last night, yeah, RIP. RIP to those buggers. Okay, let's get a couple different bowls out. My timer's going off again too for the corn. So I'll prep a station here for it to cool. And then maybe we'll get right into the black bean salsa. Pop my trivet there, hold tight. And so that's been 20 minutes. Yummies. I wasn't aiming to get any color on this anyways. If we wanted some caramelization on the corn and peppers, we'd have to turn up the oven about 100 degrees higher to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. This was roasted for 20 minutes at 300 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's perfectly cooked. It's not mushy, but you can tell it's cooked through. Still has a touch of bite. Perfect. So let that cool off. I'm just gonna rotate the chicken and then reset a timer for that.